Each of the honeybee's legs have brushes at strategic locations that facilitate the movement of pollen from leg to leg. The brushes of the front leg groom the head, the brushes of the mid legs groom the thorax, and the brushes of the hind legs groom the abdomen and wings. Eventually, all brushed pollen is transferred to the inside of the hind leg. Finally, we have the pollen press. Both pollen and propolis are carried and passed through the pollen press. All right, let's follow a grain of pollen that falls on the honeybee's head. Step 1. Pollen falls on the top of her head. 2. The honeybee transfers that pollen from her head to her tarsus. 3rd, the pollen is transferred to the basal tarsus of her midleg. This pollen can be transferred to both the inner or outer surface. 4. And this must be done one leg at a time. The pollen from the middle leg's basal tarsus, both inner and outer surface, is transferred to the inner surface of the basal tarsus of the hind leg. 5. The hind leg basal tarsus moves the pollen into the pollen press. We will discuss in detail how this process occurs. For steps 6, 7, 8, and 9, we have actually made it to the pollen press. Step 6. The honeybee must rub her legs together, forcing the pollen up the basal tarsus. 7. The pollen gets caught in the auricle and is held there by the rastillum. 8. Flexion of the basal tarsal tibial joint presses pollen of the auricle into the tibial corbicula. Finally, step 9. Long hairs at the base of the corbicula hold pollen in place until enough moistened pollen arrives to secure the load. This gives her the huge pollen pockets that we all see and know and love. I hope you enjoyed the detailed look at the anatomy of the honeybee's legs. In the next video, we will discuss the various structures she uses to locate resources and to gather and collect nectar in order to bring it to her hive.